we're happy to say there are lots of in this audience today. And how many of you, raise your hand if you've been to 1 Million Cups before? If you're, I should say, raise your hand if this is your first time. Great, okay. Awesome, awesome. So just by the number of hands you saw, you can see that this has become a crusade of sorts. The 1 Million Cups program is not an Oakland Thrive program per se. It is actually a program that is sponsored by the Kauffman Foundation. It was started in 2012, and there's nearly 150 chapters around the country that do this at the exact same time that we're doing it now. And what's cool about that is that if you want to go to any of those other chapters around the country, you're able to do that. If you want to, if you're in New York, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Chicago, you can go and make the same meeting in those places if you like as well. So one of the things that we do is we try to make certain that we are always loading and queuing up new businesses to come in to present. In this environment, this is an inclusive, supportive environment of people who have a lot of ideas to help you problem solve. And because the Kauffman Foundation aligns with the work we do, we do this and we do it with glee. And so today we have a presenter. Who's our presenter? What is our presenter's name? Shawn of Xtreme Discipline. Is that the name of it? Fit Element Xtreme. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. We had this conversation a minute ago, and I can't wait to hear your presentation, Shawn. Discipline over everything, Coach Shawn Knott, Master Trainer, and Shawn is going to give us a 10-minute overview of his company and what we are going to do after that. Most of us know we poke holes in it, we ask him questions, we look at it from the underneath, the bottom, the top, and through it, and try to give him the best advice that we can so that he can move forward with some good information and make certain that he's thriving. So, Shawn, we're going to welcome you to the stage. And the coffee sponsor is okay, and yes, we have Diversified Members Credit Union, who is our coffee sponsor, and it's not up there on the.
I know. Take care of that.
So so we thank you. You all are sponsoring for a couple of weeks, right? Like through October, I understand. Okay, thank you. So we want to give a round of applause to our coffee sponsor. We want you to stick around until the end because we have some really good information to provide you. We have our director of partnerships, business partnerships, Carolina Nuez, and we have one of our B2B partners that will be talking about, First Independence Bank, will be talking about a new line of credit that they'll be offering, which is it's really a dynamic offering that is developed out of the partnership with them and Oakland Thrive. So please stick around to the end. Shawn, please come on up. Let's get it going. And thank you for coming. Everybody who's here, let's go.
Hello, everybody. My name is Shawn. I'm a transformational coach and trainer of women over 40 dealing with issues with menopause and other. How about that? Better? Yeah. Okay, now you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I had to use the coach voice. All right, this is my first time. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to do my best. All right, at first, I started to go to Oakland University, but I didn't. I ended up going to Wayne State. I was going to be a physical therapist. But through my playing football, I got my inspiration to be a personal trainer. I started Powerhouse Gym on 6 Mile Middleville. I was there for about 7 years. And then I ended up working for University of Michigan training football team as strength and conditioning coach under Rich Rod and Bar Weiss. When they got fired, I got fired. So after that, I came and started working at the gym again, and I opened up a franchise. But let me tell you my first success story. I trained one lady by the name of Lisa. I trained her for about 7 months. And I get a phone call on caller ID, and I'm like, hey, Lisa, how you doing? She's like, no, this is not Lisa. This is her mom. I'm like, okay, is everything okay? Yes, everything is fine. I was like, well, where's Lisa? She said, Lisa's in the dressing room. She's in the dressing room bawling her eyes out because she hasn't worn a size 6 since she was 11 years old. That gave me my passion. That feeling right there, loved it. It felt good. She felt good. Her whole family felt good. So that's what gave me my passion. So the problem that we're solving is that, as you see, 39.6% of the US is obese or overweight. That has to change. We got to make a difference. These are some of my success stories. And I actually ran a successful gym in West Bloomfield until COVID hit. Bottom picture. I had a clientele of 212 people that I trained every day. Okay, so I trained groups of between 30 and 40, 4 or 5 times a day. And it was amazing. The atmosphere was good. It was electric. I felt good. It was awesome. And these are some of these success stories. All right, so transform women mentally, physically, nutritionally. Mentally, there is a mental mindset to changing your physical appearance. It's not easy. It's not going to come just on a whim. You're going to actually work for it. And that's what we specialize in giving you that. Nutritionally, we give you guidelines to follow. It is designed based off of you and what you're trying to accomplish. And we tell you exactly how to eat, when to eat, what to eat, and we go from there. Physically, well, I already said that part. It's hard. Nobody wants to work out. Nobody wants to feel that pain. Nobody wants to be sore. But we got to do it. We got to do what we got to do. What makes me different is I can put, and let's use the Olympics. I could put you next to greatest, let's see, Michael Phelps. I can put you and Michael Phelps right next to each other in this space, and you both will get an equal workout without one missing the other. He would be sweating and you would be sweating. That's how I meet you where you are. I'm not going to push you further than you want to go or give you something you can't do. Okay, my biggest challenge is getting new clients. That is an issue. Keeping clients is not a problem. I can keep clients. I have a good retention. I actually have more than 4 people that I've trained over 13 years. So keeping people is not the problem. Getting new clients, because it's hard to get seen when you don't have time. I have two daughters. They both swim. That schedule is demanding. So if I'm not at the gym, I'm at the pool. So it's hard to get seen, get new clients. Social media is just not, I'm not good at it. I'm good at media. I'm taking pictures, making videos. I'm good at that part. But posting, I would say posting things that people actually want to see or hear, I'm just not good at it. So I will post something, no likes on it, and I'm like, okay, forget it. I'll try something else. I try something else. So now, if you go to my social media, it's all over the place. It's not one specific thing. Needing a lead generator. So that would actually help a lot. It's just that now all these lead generators, they want $20,000 just to tell you how to do this. The so-called gurus. After that, let's see, systems and structures. And that's where the lead generation comes in, where you run something automated. I would love to have that process, but I just don't. All right, what I've tried the 6-week challenge when I had the large boot camp group training. That was phenomenal. That worked wonders. It was great. I've tried a squat challenge. I've recently tried a squat challenge to do 100 squats for all of August. No takers. Not one. Not one. Oh, you tried? Okay, she tried. Not one take. I did a no sugar challenge that lasted for about 2 weeks. I think it just fell off. I know it's hard, but I give you the guidelines. It's easy. It's really easy. You don't really have to have sugar. Okay, just a little plug. You have monk fruit. Monk fruit is the same. It tastes good. Information campaigns as far as telling you how much water to drink, how much protein to eat, how much carbs to eat. I tried that campaign. It just didn't seem to resonate with people I was trying to reach. So that's where I teamed up with Dana, and we're starting to cater towards women over 40 dealing with menopausal issues and weight loss. And that seems to be a good niche. I like that niche. I'm comfortable with that niche. I like the niche. I like the people. They're established. They have children that are above 2. So the schedule is not that bad, especially during the school system. They have time to work out. I love that area, and I think that's what we're going to stick to. But yeah, that was my biggest thing. My biggest one is gaining exposure with limited time. I'm not out there enough. I'm not out there to reach people, and I don't have people to tell people about me. Word of mouth is huge, but it seems like everybody wants to keep me a secret. They don't want to tell anybody that I'm their trainer because they're looking so good. They don't want anybody else to look good too. So if I could get, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure that out. Well, you know the bottom. Like clients, like money. So if you don't have any clients, you're not making any money. So if I'm not working, I'm not making any money. I don't like that. So that's another system that I want to do for online systems to where I'm catering to people worldwide versus just in this one little city. That's all. That was awesome.
What question, guys? Concern? Come on, please.
I have a question. Are you familiar with the Michigan principal Steam Ahead?
I am not.
Internship. It might be obvious if you get an intern that will do some work for you and they can reimburse you half of their salary. So it's for Michigan Steam Ahead.
Michigan Steam Ahead. Oh, that's just fine.
The other thing is most universities have a program which is called work study program
Yes.
that you could potentially hire someone probably with a master's degree that is really familiar with specifically automation. I'm talking specifically automation. You said that those things could potentially be paid for or not paid for by the state or by the university.
Definitely. We'll be talking.
In honor of the memory of Phil Donahue, I'm going to be bringing the mic around. And we do have folks that are online listening, so we want to make certain we're speaking to the mic so they can hear the question as well. So
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think this is pretty great. I think with the winter months, especially with the niche that you are following, I think maybe doing a, extreme fit home or something like that, where people are doing those workouts at home with different daily things that's around the house. Maybe that could be a campaign to see, for a month, especially going into the winter time.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, a couch. I'm not maybe a couch, but
Oh, no, I understand.
yeah, so doing something that where, hey, for an hour out of your day, this is the certain things at home that you can do to get you prepared. So then when the springtime comes around and you decide to launch something in a different space or at your own space,
Right.
those people are ready to come out, they're ready to meet you where you're at. So I think that'd be a great campaign.
Okay, appreciate that.
Well, I paid attention to your slideshow, and I seen that you were talking about a lead generator. I've actually created a lead generator app that's super affordable. It's sessions up to like 45 different ones.
Okay.
And physical training is one of them.
Right, perfect.
I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, for sure.
Making connections, I love it.
Hello, my name is Lynn Drake.
Hey, man.
I'm actually a consultant for real estate, but I had to become an expert in my area of real estate in order to get my business going.
Okay.
So I'd like to share with you one really good trick I learned. It's not a trick, but do you have your business registered on Google Business?
I believe so.
Okay.
Let me check. If it's not, I will do it today.
Okay, so you need to put it, and you need to put the city that you're located in,
Yes.
because that's important. Then what you need to do is just to create a simple email to your clients asking them if they can post on Google Business and, they can put pictures or not put pictures, but just put a summary. What happens then is that it raises your website and you get way more attention.
Okay, gotcha.
So that is huge. The other thing I would suggest, I always do that with my clients. Then I take those quotes. I have a marketing person. They put the quotes in a cute little thing using,
Right.
I don't know, one of the, creative sites. They put that in there and then they post it.
Okay.
So if you are putting posts of, hey, I did this and pictures, that will get people's attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Appreciate it.
So, just a couple of things I wanted to mention. So I think it's great that you have that niche, especially because when you're in a crowded market like fitness, everyone's catering to different folks, and having that niche is great to start from. I would say, what off the bat, I noticed, for example, your business is named Xtreme. It might be tough to get your target market with, especially if there's a nervousness around working out, getting back into it. It might just be deterrent. I figured I just mentioned that, right? Just if you're someone over 40, you're like, all right, I can barely get off the couch some days. Let's get extreme. It might be deterrent, but that's.
I did, understood.
Think about, in terms of social media campaigns, I think it's very difficult to start a social media campaign in the fitness space nowadays because it's so overcrowded.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, in order to get that social media following, you have to be in the real world, sort of, maybe from other clients suggesting your page to other folks, maybe sharing their success stories and people going on to your page and then following it, having seen their friends or family being successful with that. Gaining new clients, I'd say, I mean, my first thought was, where do women over 40 that are fitting your target market hang out? You know, where can you go to put up some flyers, talk to maybe some other business owners, talk to some, primary care doctors that are at their offices, maybe put up some flyers there and make your messaging very focused on the types of anxieties that someone might have in terms of getting into this, back into fitness. For example, the results are good. Everyone's always showing before and after, which is great because you want to be able to show before and after, but maybe catering your success stories and testimonials around those particular anxieties. For example, one thing I probably think about is if you're anxious about getting into the gym after being out of it, like how to ease that transition. So one of the ways you can do that is cater your testimonials to show that you made that transition easier for them. You cater to that. For example, if the client was like, he made it easier for me to feel comfortable in the gym. He made it easier for me to get back into things. I think that's the messaging that would maybe cater towards that niche.
Right.
And that would actually generate more clients and some more so than just saying, here's your before and after.
Right.
I got shredded right out.
Yeah.
Because it's really about the anxiety piece, I think, too, especially if you've been out for a while.
Right. So cater to pain points.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Go straight to the doctor, man.
Right.
Come to line too.
Oh, you had a question online? All right.
Yep, so let's see, the first one is yikes, 100 squats a day, wow.
Okay, wait. Yeah, let me clarify this. It's 100 squats a day. You have 24 hours. So you can do
2 an hour?
20.
3 an hour?
20 again.
Oh, so
3
you don't have
hours
to do
later.
them back to back. I got
Yes,
you.
you don't do it straight through. No, that's a lot.
And the second one is,
You still have a brick and mortar.
I am at a personal studio, private studio in Troy. It's called War Room.
do you have additional staff?
I do not, it's just me.
Okay. Is that something that is intentional, or are you looking to expand and
I'm
hire?
looking to
additional staff?
expand, but when you have limited clientele, it's hard to hire a bunch of people to do what you need to do. So right now I'm the trainer, the bookkeeper, the social media, the videographer, the photographer, everything.
Got it. Another question is, does he have your own family in terms of women in your family that are having menopausal issues that you could use as testimonials?
Unfortunately, no. I'm in that crazy niche because of my age. So they're either younger than me or way older. So I don't have that intermediate type of clientele. I mean, not clientele, that intermediate family member. They're 70 plus.
Sure. And so Justin Hartnick, thank you, Justin, for your question or your suggestion. Direct mail can also be a good way to reach new potential clients. You can buy targeted lists to narrow down the addresses to your specific target market.
Direct mail, I can't know.
And then Melissa says, start an online membership and do live days for paid members and offer recordings for lower level members. Do info campaigns for the membership, use Zoom, make it easy. Don't use Teams is what she's saying.
All right,
Those are the comments from online.
Yeah.
I'll let you
Yeah, that was ad lib.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa. I'm a newbie here. I run a marketing agency, and so I love to hear some of the great suggestions, great suggestions on pain points, messaging, on changing up the services and things like that. I think that you definitely have a lot of great opportunities. The lead gen is going to be critical because it's the follow-up for this market, for this segment. I think niching down is great. I do think you could do a little bit more in awareness. And there's some things you could do on the paid side and awareness that's not that expensive.
Okay.
To get people to know, like within this area, it's good that you do have a location so you can send people to. So the local ads that Lynn mentioned is critical as well. There's definitely some things to do that you can do in the social media place. I can help you definitely take that anxiety away from it. This is really simple, when it comes to content creation. So I'd love to talk to you about it.
Oh, for sure.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Tanisha Molden, attorney Tanisha Molden, and I actually work with entrepreneurs on their brand strategy and intellectual property, how to monetize that. So I have some notes for you because you're actually on the right track. What I call everything that you're doing is more so tactics.
Gotcha.
And the one thing I see this is the strategy. Why are you doing it? What's the end goal? Basically.
Gotcha.
But some things that you said earlier were that you didn't get any likes on your post. So one thing I say is I don't post for likes. I post for value.
Yeah.
I post for value to attract those that want to work with me and repel all others. So, and that takes time.
Yeah.
It won't happen immediately. I mean, it takes months. It takes time, so you really have to be consistent with it. And I want to give you a kudos for having a niche.
Yeah.
That is the biggest, one of the biggest things that I see entrepreneurs don't have.
Yeah.
So I work with first generation entrepreneurs.
Gotcha.
So having that niche is key because you got to know who you're talking to.
Exactly.
Right. And all your clients, you said that they want to keep you a secret. One of the, maybe a strategy would be give them incentive to share you.
Yes.
I'm with you 100%. Okay,
I don't know what that is,
Yep.
but they would be an incentive for them to share. And I understand sometimes people don't want to share, they're like, yo, you my little secret. I don't want everybody to be a statistic and I won't be.
There you go. Right, exactly.
Okay, and another thing, you mentioned, because being an attorney, I listen to the words that come out of people's mouth and how they use it. You said little city, you said you want to be bigger and you don't want to be like this little city. Wait, you don't have to explain. You don't have to explain. But one of the things I said, and I partner up with Melissa a lot to help clients. And one of the things I said to her is bloom where you're planted.
There you go. I feel that.
Bloom where you're planted. You have a community here that you can help and expand and refine your offer and get that set and then expand it out to take over the world. And your collaborations with the young woman here.
Yes.
If that is working, dig into that and do more of that, more collaborations.
Yes.
More collaborations, even think outside the box with working with an attorney that I work out every day.
I feel you.
I I work out, not saying I'm gonna do I don't do the no 100 squats. But I do work out too, but I appreciate that, and that's part of my business strategy. That's part of being a great business owner. You have to work your body and your mind to keep going.
Yes.
So having collaboration even with me, and maybe we could talk about that, we have an event where entrepreneurs are coming out to work out, because I think that's extremely important.
Yes.
And I promote that. So I think that is all I have.
One more thing you forgot to mention. AI is your friend. Use AI more. It's your friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just paid for, was it Dolly? 4.0? Yeah, I just paid for that.
Dolly has a pay for something.
Well, it's just a chat.
It's just,
Oh.
but you can do video and a lot of other stuff too with that.
I didn't know that.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You know what, that's new for me. I thought I was ahead of the curve with Gemini and Chat. You said Dolly?
Yeah.
Image, it's image.
Awesome. Yeah, it's imaging. Right. There you go. There you go. Talk to me.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right.
My name is Diana Dixon, and I am into fitness and water fasting. And I'm sorry I came late to the party. And so I didn't hear everything that you were talking about, but I hear you talking about fitness, and I hear you talking about that you have a physical location.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something that that I have done, and I'm getting ready to have manufactured. But what I also did, I put together a fitness and water fasting course. And so my course is done. I just have to find the manufacturer to do that. But what you can do is you can put a course together on your program. And then after you put your course together, put together a commercial and post it on your social media and let people know that I have a course coming. And when you put on there that I have a course coming, you also want to put a tagline on there, share on Facebook or share on all your social media sites.
Okay.
And then that will also help to bring traffic to you and also help other people to know about you, and that'd be a good thing for you
I
to do.
appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
We got a couple comments up front here too. Track shoes on today.
Hello, my name is Miriam, and
How you
this is
doing?
my first time, and thanks for
Welcome.
inviting
Hi,
me.
welcome.
So I was listening, and I am the niche market,
There we go.
over 40, menopausal, overweight issues.
Okay.
So, and I have an environment, well, let's just be frank. I go to church, and people after church like to eat. So there is like a plethora of overweight people like me who need help.
Great.
And they don't really seek it, and they probably don't know where to go.
Right.
So my question is, do you need a guinea pig so that you can have an example of a success story? And I would gladly volunteer.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Because, like she said, you need to be healthy to run a business, and
Yes.
I have a food business, which makes it even harder.
Gotcha.
So, because I have to taste things.
Get the same.
So I'm just in the startup stage of my business where I'm, developing my food, so I have to taste it.
Okay.
And at the same time, I need to get healthy. So
All right. It's gotta be time.
we'll talk.
Yes,
Thank
sure.
you.
So David Benjamin, some people have mentioned trying to partner and do collaborations with people that are also working in the same clientele as you are. So I apologize because I don't remember if somebody can help out. A month or plus ago, we had someone selling, was it supplements for women? And that.
That was me.
Yes.
I apologize. So you're already doing.
Yeah,
it,
we're
right?
already,
Yeah,
right.
makes sense. So.
Yes.
You can- Yeah, let's see. You have to pay these.
Yes, I do. Now, to piggyback off what Marion said, I actually belong to it. Listen, okay, this is the crazy part. I actually belong to a church with over 500 members. Ask me of that 500 members, how many do I train? Not one. And they all know that I'm a trainer. But I don't know how to reach them to get them to come to me, even though they know it. Like when I'm in church, they ask me all kind of questions about food, all kind of questions about what to do. They just won't come to the facility.
Okay,
Okay. Oh, my apologies, my apologies. The recommendation, because I used to be part of that church concept. And sometimes what you're gonna have to do is talk to the pastor and ask him, is there one Sunday that you can totally remove the hot dogs, the fried chicken, we expect anybody here in this room, the fried chicken, the greens, and
Yes.
the macaroni and cheese?
Yes,
Because they have to see it from a visual perspective.
yes.
Because we understand food is mood, so that's what you're gonna have to do. Because if you say, hey, listen, we're having a health and wellness on Wednesday, I know it's Bible study night, no one's gonna come.
Yep, I had that.
You've gotta, there's gotta be a way, and you have to do that, because like I said, that church mindset.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm there. Right, there you go, right. Say wrap it up. I understand.
And then they end up calling you when they end up in the hospital.
Yes, it's too late. It's too late.
Give you something to get you up out of this hospital.
Thank you.
That's the call.
Yes.
But stop, when they ask you questions, tell them to make an appointment.
Okay, I feel you now.
On Sunday, you tell them, these are my days, this is when I'm available. You go to my website or my calendar,
Right.
you make an appointment,
And
you let me know 30 to 45 minutes, either you're gonna be there or you're not.
I got you.
You're not gonna show up, you tell them to make a Zoom call. It's either gonna be Zoom or Microsoft Teams.
All right.
That's all I.
you're gonna have a fella signed up.
Man, I love it.
I'm excited about it.
Loving it.
We have somebody online, we're just gonna just read their question here. This is from Melissa. She says, do workshops at the pool with moms of swimmers and work out while their kids work out.
Yeah.
And it says, regarding the name Xtreme for menopausal women, can also be called rally, we could be a rally call. We can work with these extreme changes with the coach supporting us.
Gotcha. Okay, I can piggyback off of that. Melissa, thank you for your question.
You're welcome.
At the swimming pool during practices, we're not allowed inside. So basically, everybody pulls up, drop the kid off, pulls off. So I don't meet them. There's no community to actually meet them unless we're at a actual event. And at the event, nobody's leaving the event, they're watching the kids. So that's my number one issue. Go for it, Danny.
So I know Shawn and what's going on with him, so,
Speaking
just as a background for you all, Shawn, we went through his, Instagram. Shawn might get 8,000 views on a post. So it's not like he's not getting the visual, it's just converting that to
There's no interaction.
very little. You
Yeah.
do get interaction,
Yeah.
but not as much as you would like, but you do. And the collaborations do work. Cyrus, do me a favor and go back 2 slides. See, okay, one more, just one right there. This one. No, go up, go forward. See the one in the top right? I just want you to know that's me. You trying to see my guns? Sorry, got me those guns. So we even did that, and that helped. Like, so piggyback on, I don't know which young lady over there said to put a visual up. I actually did a post for Shawn, kind of with my before-ish and after, and I showed the whole, we were working out, and he got several clients from that. So that is a good way to kind of, and I think piggyback on the Google. And also I was telling him that one of my suggestions, and maybe somebody else can elaborate, collaborations with like nutritional stores.
Yes.
Or places where, even health food stores.
Wait, speaking of which, yes.
Those type of places where a 40 and over menopausal woman wants to live very healthy, will kind of spend that extra money on that piece of it. I think that's his real niche of a clientele that, has little disposable income.
Right.
So,
And here's a shameless plug. Saturday, if you're familiar with Royal Oak, MI Nutrition, you've ever heard of that place?
Yep.
They're having their grand reopening because they moved, and I'll be there.
Congratulations.
Right.
Okay, Melissa, are you there?
Yeah. Thank you, Daryl. You asked you asked my questions perfectly. Hello for the room. I'm on Zoom. I know you can't see me, but I want to go back if it's okay. If you can hear me all right, Shawn, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so regarding the pool, I still think that's an untapped possibility. You could stand out on the curb as people are dropping everyone off and hand out a flyer and say, hey, we're gonna go out in the back where the grass is, and we're gonna hang out while our daughters are doing their thing, or sons, and we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna offer one, first class free, second class $5, next one $10, and start to build the market to get you back into having a new lead generator. I mean, you said I work all the time, and if I'm not working, I'm at the pool. That's
Right.
what I heard. So don't say, just keep your mind open, and thank you for your presentation. It's been really good. And good to hear you guys, Tanisha and Dr. Dana and Diana. I'm so glad you guys come back every week.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Melissa.
Hi, great presentation.
Thank you.
For that. So back to the church
Yes.
scenario, have
Yes.
you considered having, asking to present, have maybe a workout session at the church facility and then converting whoever attends, converting them into, having flyers that say if you attend one session, my facility, you get 20% off or something like that.
I actually did what's the name of it? You know how churches have little sales and they have different groups? I actually did a fitness group that was 6 weeks long. And the first day, there were 13 people. We did a small workout, had prayer, had something to eat, and we left. The second day, 8 people did the same thing. The third day, 3 people. And they never showed up after that.
One out of the converting into a cane.
Right, yeah, and that's what I was trying to get to, but it turned out, it ended up being me, the assistant pastor, and one of my friends.
We got time for 3 more questions.
It's just a remark on what she said, what you just said, when, they did not show up, and going back to what also Melissa says, the follow up.
Right.
Even following up to ask them why they did not show up.
Oh, they just said they were sore.
They were what?
They said they were sore. They're not coming back.
So, I mean, how do you take that information to help them stay in the program? Do you need more break time for them? What would help them by asking that, going back and asking those questions?
Yes.
So you can get them to come back. Follow up is not just for new leads.
Right, I agree.
It's for lost leads.
It's for lost leads too, yeah, I agree, 100%. 100%. Well, thank you.
Hi, my name is Jess.
Hey, Jess.
I run a marketing branding agency.
Okay.
And there's been some great feedback here. Just to kind of echo on what some of the other people are saying. I think that in your community, definitely putting yourself out there, it's important to make direct connections with people. And looking to, your church, or if you're at the pool lot, school, community centers, local YMCAs, stuff like that. They're always looking for opportunities to, offer people, and looking at it from more of the teaching standpoint. At school, is you approach the principal and maybe offer something to incentivize the teachers to do something at the school, possibly bring them into the studio.
Yeah.
Local farmers markets and grocery stores would be a great spot to set up a table, hand out flyers, meet people, stuff like that. And even with your church too, talk to the pastor and giving our class on nutrition.
Yeah, actually, I trained your pastor.
Yeah.
Rest his soul, he did pass away. He had brain cancer, so like two months ago. So there's a new pastor coming in, and I haven't really talked to him yet.
But yeah, I think there's opportunities within community organizations that, they're looking to partner, and definitely finding that niche market for you. I think is important, and there's a way you can do it without spending money on Facebook ads.
Right. Oh my gosh, I know, wasting money. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I just had a quick question. I can't find your website.
Yes, it's under construction. I took it down because I'm changing. It's too verbiage. There's too many words. So I'm changing it up a little bit.
Got it.
So it'll be back up by next week.
What's the name of it again?
The Element Xtreme.
Element.
Mhm. So if you go to the Instagram, you'll see everything there. I'm ready for you.
Okay, my name is Diane Dixon again, and as I'm listening to you.
Yes.
In your voice and in your tone.
Yes.
I feel your pain and I feel your disappointment. So I would say that if you get a chance to go home, you know, if you can get in the mirror and try to change your mindset.
Yes.
And give more energy and excitement when you are with the people that you are training. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I think that practice in the mirror and exuding more, you know, excitement, more energy.
Yes.
You know, doing things to engage them while you are
Right.
involved in your, you know, exercise program.
Right.
I think that will enhance it more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bring more people into your circle.
Okay.
Of what you're doing. You know, but I feel you, and I'm touched even as I listen to you.
That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, I came here. I was ready to give you guys a workout. They told me not to.
3 questions. We've gone 5. Here's one here. It says, all right, email marketing this is from Justin Harnick. Email marketing can also be a great way to keep in contact with clients or leads. I recommend asking people if you can add them to your list first versus adding everyone right away. There are great and free paid systems that you can use to send out the emails and maintain lists. It can be a great way to stay top of mind with consumers.
Yes, I use MailChimp.
And my coach tells me if I'm sore, it's working, I'm going to see results. That's Leslie Haywood.
Yeah, exactly, Leslie.
And then Melissa, you're really at it today. For the same suggestion, setting up info tables at public events, recruit your current clients to help at the table, do live mini workouts. Do this only 4 times a year, target events that are not fitness events, like women's events, especially pre-holiday and post-holiday.
Listen, take my number down. Let's talk.
All right. Okay, everybody, let's give Shawn a wonderful round. This myself, I am definitely over 40, but I am not your target audience. So thank you for the inspiration. And you know, as everybody who is here, I think Melissa, Marion, you can see why there's so many return folks here, because it is really gratifying to be able to help folks solve the problems that they have with their businesses. So Shawn, definitely, we look forward to having you back in 6 months to see how you've applied the information you got today. Also, I want to acknowledge our CEO, as well as our director of the SBC program, Tony Cook, but our CEO, Vicky Selva, is in the house. Also, there's some other SBCs that are here. When I say SBCs, I mean small business consultants. And also Brandy, raise your hand, you're our events person.
And marketing?
And marketing. I'm getting to the marketing. So we are going to be loading her up with a whole bunch of new events that you're going to be seeing in the coming months, because we've kind of taken it slow over the summer, but we're ramping up for the fall, I understand. So she's going to be sending out all kinds of notifications to everyone who's on the Oakland Thrive list. So Shawn, thank you. We do have, yes. And,
Did you print flyers? Did you bring flyers for the events?
Yes,
okay, Carolina, you're coming up at the end, right? Yes, and so we'll have Carolina come up and before I'd be remiss if I did not give Josh a huge shout out of Josh of Incubizo. Everybody here, if you don't know, you should know. Josh, and not only does he allow for this event to go on here, but on Wednesdays after this is over, to offer for everyone who is here to be able to stay and remain for the rest of the day to conduct their business affairs is an open one. So thank you for that, Josh. We appreciate that. But without further ado, I'm going to invite First Independence Bank up to talk about the line of credit that we are going to be able to share with our clientele as well as the folks here in the room. So here you go.
Yeah, I won't take too much time. I'm here from First Independence Bank. I am a commercial loan officer. So around the first of last year, we launched our small business program, lending program. This is the first time the bank has done that. It is through the MEDC. They partner and they guarantee the funds 80%. With this program, we're able to lend to a lot of minority small businesses that have a lot of issues when getting capital. We're able to lend kind of differently from our traditional norms. So we're able to be more open-minded, different areas. We're really open to everything. We look at a holistic view, so it's not like a checkpoint. If you don't meet this credit score, this income requirement, X, Y, and Z, you don't get it. We look at everything. And we're very strategic and like putting you in a good place and not just giving you the money that you asked for. We're looking at, you know, your business plan. We're giving you resources as well to help you expand your business and get your business going. So it's a two-tier program. One is for startups, one is for existing businesses. The startups, you can get up to $200,000. With existing businesses, you can get up to $250,000. There is a personal guarantee requirement, but it's not really that strenuous. Most banks require a personal guarantee anyways, especially if this is a new startup or you're 100% owner of the business. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It goes into lines of credit as well as term loans. We look at both options because not everybody needs a term debt. Yeah, and I think that's it. That's all I have. If you have any questions, I'll be in the back for a little while, and I do have my business card, so you can send me an email or call me.
Thank you. Thank you for the information. And next up is our Director of Partnerships, Carolina Nunez, and she's got some great information to share for us today. So.
Thank you, Drake. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to see this continue to grow and to be able to continue to support entrepreneurs. So today I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Carolina. I'm the director of the B2B program. We work with technical assistance providers in Oakland County. We have a couple here today, so I want to make sure to give some shout outs. I saw Lynn Drake here. Raise your hand, please. Tanisha Molden, Farah Salami, Melissa McClary Davis. If I'm missing anybody, please raise your hand. Yep. Thank you so much for being here. And, today I want to talk to you about a new workshop that we're doing. It's a 3-part series with Bank of America. This is going to be virtual. So Saidi is passing along these flyers for everyone to get. We would love to see you there. These are complimentary fundamentals of lender readiness. So our first session is going to cover building business credit. Session 2 will cover cash management. Session 3 will cover access to capital. We're really excited to promote this event, and we hope that you are able to attend. One of the questions that we get from our entrepreneurs is often, how do we get loans? How do we get capital? So, from an educational point of view, we really think that this will be a good opportunity to learn more about that process. And we will continue to support you from Oakland Thrive. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll turn it back over to Drake.
Thank you, everyone. Yes, and we're going to get together for our weekly group photo. And so we're going to line up with Shawn. Shawn, you want to come over this way?
Talk about Lisa on Fridays.
Yes. Yep, Lisa, come on up. Yep. One at a time.
I only get 2 minutes every week.
The weekly commercial.
However, hello, my name is Lisa Davis. I'm not a technical assistant provider. I am here on behalf of Seed Lending. Seed Lending is also a partner of Oakland Thrive. We are the lender for Oakland County. We have $4 million available with the revolving loan fund that we want to help businesses stabilize and grow. And I also wanted to mention that we have been working with Shawn, and I just want to get this information out here because it might help another small business. We looked at Shawn. He was making well over 6 figures before COVID. He's almost at 6 figures right now. He can easily scale to way over 6 figures again. The thought that we had was if he had a strong market strategic plan, we could fund that. if he had a business consultant coach that would take him to those next levels that has more of a mentoring aspect to it, we could fund that. If he could find an operations strategy, we could fund that. The loan for the Oakland County Loan Revolving Fund is from $50,000 to $200,000. So we can find a way, and also to help him expand his territory. So there's a lot of things that can be done with a loan that I think a lot of small businesses are not aware of, which is why I like to keep talking about the things we can fund for small businesses. I am representing Seed Lending. It is a division of Great Lake Women Business Council. I have flyers. I will be here every Friday for Fearless Fridays to tell you how to get money and stop being afraid of this money, because I'm tired of carrying around this money. Every week, yes, I got $4 million. Every week, y'all be like, I need it. But y'all not getting it. I'm actually today, that's for Seed Lending.
Thank you, Lisa. And with that, come on up, Shawn. Let's everybody, let's surround Shawn. Please, everyone make themselves turn around this way, Shawn. Yeah, we go this way. We gotta turn those way now. And if you have your cup, if you have your 1 million cup, please bring it up to the front.
Yeah,